Florida State ready to take action. Block one, game one on the field at home against Boise State coach iRock and the Broncos. No Genty, so defense maybe gets a little bit of a reprieve, but last season block one was pretty rough for FSU. How would it be this season? Well, starting out, the Seminoles get the ball first, and out the backfield, Webster working his way towards the sideline. Big play here, flipping the field, and it results in Tommy getting into the end zone on a QB sneak. So the Seminoles up 7-0 after getting a stop, looking to add to the lead, and not really sure how McLaughlin broke away there. Then stiff arms a guy into the ground, big block down the field by Robinson. McLaughlin chugs his way inside the 20, first and goal. Williams getting knocked into the end zone, so 14-0. Boise looking to answer, and Sherrod knew he'd be a big factor in this game. Makes a big catch there, getting Boise into the red zone. That leads to a field goal. And then the play of the game for FSU here, Robinson stiff arm on the jet touch pass. The first time we've got a jet pass to work in the NDL. 5 seasons, we'll take that touchdown. And Bolt, bad angle by Kirkland. Not the best game for him anyway. But Bolt getting inside the 5, down to the 2. And then Sherrod finding his way into the end zone. 21-10 after a stop. Boys getting the ball back. Huge missed opportunity here. Not really sure why the ball went to Thompson, but apparently he wasn't prepared for it because he doesn't make the catch. Close to the interception there. We don't get it. That's the third down convert. Mark finding his target downfield inside the 1 in Boise. Giving it to Sherrod, and it is a 4-point game going into the half. Momentum flip. 3rd and 7. Again, Kirkland out of position, and that leads to a touchdown. So Boise up 24-21, third quarter winding down. Sherrod in motion, and Brown not able to beat him to the edge. So Sherrod scoring from 34 yards out. Florida State down 10. Things flipping. Big catch here. Third quarter winding down, and early in the 4th. Screen pass. Davis out the backfield. Able to get away from the diving defender. He gets into the end zone. 3-point game. And then 3 runs in a row gains. First down, first down, first down. Inside the 10, 3rd and goal. Gains. Not quite into the end zone, down to the 1. 4th and goal, we're looking for Sherrod. We stop him and get the ball past midfield, but big play here, 2nd down, trying to get the running back to stay in the block to help on the defensive end. We do not with the penalty, and then just short on 4th and 13. Those 5 yards make a difference there. And Boise, 28 unanswered points in the middle of the game, and they power their way to a win. So FSU 0-1 to start the season. Looking at the stats, Boise for the 2nd game in a row, outgaining FSU's offense in this rivalry. So a little bit of a problem. We need to work on that. The offense has been our calling card in this matchup. On the ground, 130 yards for Boise. Not the 200 plus you're used to with Genty, but still effective. 74 for us. But the key stat that I will point to, interceptions and turnovers. The 2nd time in a row that these 2 teams have matched up back-to-back seasons. And Boise has either played us even or won the turnover battle. So got to fix that. Sherrod, 3 touchdowns in this one. 57 yards gains, a big second half, 6 for 60. Busting some big run plays. Bolt, the big catch. 3 minutes-ish to go in the 2nd quarter that got the offense rolling, that 73-yard catch on the RPO. The offensive line looked really good for Boise, keeping the pocket clean for Madsen, and very productive in the run game, manhandling the Florida State defensive line. Defensively, Rich and Martineau, 10 tackles for Martineau, 9 for Rich. Not that many tackles for losses, which is a plus for us, but Virgin Morgan Had a deflection late in the game and also some pressures in the final series of downs to make a difference. Tommy, 22 of 29. He did dodge a pick. Probably should have been picked off right to the middle linebacker, but he didn't catch the ball, like it went through his hands altogether. Not sure what happened there. Our ground game, 34 yards on the ground for Williams. Tommy with 16, but not great per se. Robinson, that big catch on the jet touch pass, but White, just 2 catches for 14 yards, 2 drops. Not good. That has to be better. Defensively, Wilson leading the team in tackles with 10. You hate to see a corner with 10, but having to help in the run game, someone's got to make the tackles on the backs. And then 4 deflections, 4 versus 3 for Boise. That drive before the end of the second half, maybe we go up 28-10. We're looking at a different game. 28-10 is a lot different from 21-17. Boise taking advantage, 28 points in a row. So our offense, not great in the second half. It has to be better. But defensively, we've got to force turnovers. When you've got opportunities, you got to make them happen. But we've got to find ways to get off the field. We didn't in this one. We pay the price. And now we're going to get a really tough matchup going on the road, taking on the Georgia Bulldogs.